YouTube, DXDD here with my first redstone video on YouTube. So the new Minecraft version 1.4 came out a couple of days ago, or perhaps it was the pre-release. You had to download yourself, but I did, and I've been playing around with these new locking repeaters. If you don't know how they work, basically you run a repeater sideways into another repeater, and when that side repeater gets powered, the first repeater gets locked in the state it was when the power was applied to the side repeater. So basically what this does is make a small 2x1x2 memory cell, which is quite small, especially if you compare it to this other D flip-flop, the basil-flop, which is one of my favorite memory cells. I've been using a lot, and this works basically the same way, or the result is the same, but the mechanism is different. So as you see, the new memory cell is a lot smaller, but then again, this has some advantages. It's just one wide, so you can easily stack it like this, which you can't do with this one because this side repeater has to be powered from the side. You can't run the current in that way or from above or anything, so it's at least 3 wide. Yeah. So however, I've been playing around some here with one of Hans Lemursen's inventions, his Dual Read RAM. Has a 4x4 footprint and a height of 16 blocks, and one input line or write bus, write control here, and then two separate or independent output lines. And basically it's a basil-flop with a torch stack to propagate the redstone signal upwards, and then these piston blocks come out and conduct the current from these two torches to the read bus. So I thought, hey, let's see what I can do to this one. I removed this basil-flop and put in one of these new redstone locking repeaters cells, and yeah, it works. As you can see, it's a bit smaller, but it still has this it's 4x4x12, so it's 12x lower due to getting rid of this basil-flop with its right control there, but it still has this ugly torch stack, which Hans Lemurson actually tried to get rid of himself, but he tried to spiral it up, but he wasn't able to do it without touching any of the side the redstone on the sides. So I remembered a thing I discovered a couple of weeks ago, which I since then has realized other people already knew. That is that these glowstone blocks, they are actually opaque block like glass, but you can still place redstone current on them. So what that basically allows you is to propagate redstone current upwards like this, like you wouldn't be able to do with a regular solid block. So here is my take on the 4x4 Dual Read RAM. That's actually one block lower than my previous version, due to not having to align the torches, because yeah, you see, in this case you have to have the torch under the block, so you couldn't make it one lower even if you tried. Yeah, As you might know, this is not exactly 4x4. It goes out in two places, this block and this block, but that's not really a problem because, as you see, there's a empty space here where this block would have fit, and the same thing here. So in reality it's 4x4 tileable, but for it to work when you have one single cell, you have to make it stick out a bit, and that is because I have had to move this memory cell from this position to this position, and then yeah. So let's go ahead and write that memory and see that it outputs on that and that, or independent of each other if you want that. So yeah, and here is a proof of concept with 16 of these memory cells tiled, and I've run them out a bit more, 4 blocks on each side, so you get a concept of how well aligned they are. They are 3 blocks in between here, 3 blocks in between here, and so on all sides, which isn't the case with the first with the original memory cell. See, yeah, it's a bit unevenly spaced inputs. Yeah. Well, basically this is a 4-bit memory with 4 memory locations. So let's go ahead and try to input, say for example 1100 binary 12 to the first memory slot. Yep, now it's locked again. So 1100, and then we can go ahead and take 101 binary 10 and write that to the second memory slot, and then take 1111 or binary 15, write it to memory slot 3, and then we take 0, 0, 0, 1, or just 1, and write that to the last memory cell like that. So let's see some output. We can, for example, output the first memory location to the upper bus 1100, or we can output the second output bus to the first 1010, or perhaps we could take this to the lower one, the third memory location 1111, or we could take third memory location to both output buses 11111111, yes, or we could take neither, or just the last one 0001. Yeah, so that's basically it. Have a nice day.